All right, Henry McClure live. Good morning. A friend of mine asked me to give a dissertation or a explanation about the advantages of ground leasing, the advantages of build-to-suits, and or maybe I'm trying to get him to focus on it. Let's look at it either way you want. So let's say a landowner has got a piece of real estate and they're also very well financed. They've got a lot of money. They're not financed, they're just rich. How's that? So we can take Mr. Prosperous landowner, and based on the concept, we can do what's called a build-to-suit. And most people in real estate deals are willing to invest in infrastructure, buildings, and anything to enhance the ground value, but they usually want to stop at furniture, fixture, and equipment, because even if it's a food guy, the building and the improvements may have some residual value to either relet, but what's most important in this transaction is that whoever's signing the lease has got the collateral or income. And basically, build-to-suits and ground leases, it's almost like the old adage, the rich guy goes into the bank and gets a loan because he doesn't need the money. And this is kind of a case where the rich landowner doesn't really need the money in so much as that he'd rather get some capital working. So if it's a good business plan and the people presenting the business plan have got some assets and some collateral, well, then it becomes real easy to do. You just factor the construction money into the land deal, and I can write a lease. I can write a lease that gives you all the authority and security, and leasehold interests are better because from the guy expanding, you don't have to put up all the capital every time to do everything. And so you get one deal under your belt and it's going along, then it becomes easier to do the second deal. I mean, I'm living proof of this because I actually live in a building. I built like a loft apartment. Check it out. You know, I signed a 20-year lease. So I'm one of those guys that practice what he preaches. My capital is dry. You know, I've kept some of the old saying, I keep my powder dry. You know, this is, you know, for a long-term play for me, this location and this spot is more like a landing pad. I'm right across from Amtrak. I can hop on the train and travel. And if I find some land, let's say maybe in Jackson or Wabunsee County, because I always intend on doing business here in Topeka. I've got so many routes. Okay, but back to ground leasing and build-to-suits. So you basically have to have a financial package and a business plan as if you're going into the bank for a loan. And the nice thing, here's the thing that you need to tell your investors, is that the lease payment is 100% deductible on your taxes, on your income taxes. Where if you're buying and you put a mortgage on a property, The only thing deductible is the mortgage interest. I'm not an accountant. My dad was a tax lawyer, but I know this stuff from being in the real estate business for 44 years. But talk to your consultant, your tax lawyer, your CPA. But there's great value in leasing and long-term leasing. It's funny, the guys I worked for in the mall business, they made it all here in Topeka because of a 99-year ground lease. But food for thought. Henry McClure live.